So I have in front of us today Mr. Emmett White, former Wildcat football player. You played 68, 69, and 70. Is that true?
I came here at spring '68, yeah.
Excellent. And you came here as one of Sark's boys?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
It was different. Coach Sark and Coach Hunt, they came to my home, and it was kind of interesting. They didn't try to overwhelm my parents with all this goody stuff that the other schools were. Their pitch was plain and simple. We'll make sure he gets an education. It wasn't about football to them. And my mom says, okay. And a little resistance from my older brothers that played at Arizona, you know, but that I should go there instead of here. But I didn't want to be in school forever, that type of thing. So that's what I chose here, is the education part.
Wonderful. And what did you study?
Physical education, sociology.
Excellent. And tell us about your time as an athlete here.
Oh, it was good. I football and ran through the shot put and track, and through the shot put, it was good. Get out spring ball, you know. Once I established myself my senior year, but I did both times. I did all through high school and junior college. So, but it met some very interesting people, guys that came here. Two of the main people that I hatched on to right quick was Lee White and Luther White, and they were distant relatives of mine, and so it was good to find out, you know, to be able to kind of. But I found out after I got here. But you know, my dad says, you know, he started explaining to me. I said, oh, then I'm playing with your cousin's son, and so that relaxed me a little more. So.
That's wonderful. So you found that you had some family here,
mm-hmm.
and then you became part of a team that's a family itself.
Oh yeah.
And so how did you all become Sark's boys? Where did that come from?
We had it was a pretty close knit group. I mean, it was, you know, we band together pretty good. Most of us didn't like long practices. You know, you practice hard as a team and togetherness. And that's what they really instilled in us, a big family atmosphere. And you know, Sark didn't talk real loud, but his actions and the way he instructed people and let the coaches, assistant coaches do that job. I mean, it was all like, you know, this is easy. You know, the hard part was going to school. The athletic part was very simple. It's like going on a recreation thing and after, you know, going to play out there to play. You practice for a good hour, you do a good job. That's it. You know, you run up the hill.
Excellent. So you came from California, correct?
Yes.
Transitioning from California to Utah in the late 60s, early 70s must have been an interesting experience.
You know, actually, the junior college I went to was pretty, it made it simple. Playing football and stuff in San Diego, it was you know, diversity was, San Diego was beautiful. I had trouble adjusting in LA with my dad. Job moved to transferred there, so my parents had me go back to San Diego, and I lived with my older brother after he had finished at Arizona, and he was playing with the Chargers, and but then when Arizona felt like they wanted me to get a little more playing time instead of the red shirt thing there, so they set me up with the Cerritos College in Norwalk, and little did I know. That Cerritos had never had a black ball player there in the history of the school, and I just happened to go there, and it wasn't easy, you know, walking around campus, and you know, I got a full taste of, you know, who you walk with. They got ridiculed probably more than I did, you know. So I didn't like that, you know, where you'd walk across the campus and they would call them all the good names you hear about people being called now. And so for 2 years, it was, so when I came to Weaver, came to Utah, I've been there and done that already. And I got a letter from Alabama, but my mom said that. She grew up in Louisiana, so, and my coach, head coach, he was from South Carolina at Cerritos, and he sat with my parents and told them no way he'd go there. So it was kind of like, you know, going, by having 2 brothers in Arizona, my mother felt like, hey, that, you know, third one, that's a little too much and concentration type thing, which actually it worked because coming here and, you know, it got any better and it was more relaxed. It was really relaxing, easier for me than some of the other guys that came out. They had a few guys from like Oakland and places like that. They had a harder time adjusting. And but one of the things I found out from following my mom's instructions, she's a big influence there, is that if you want to get to know good people, you go to church. And so I did that, and you know, got to know some of the people in town and found out it's a pretty good place.
Well, that's wonderful.
Go ahead.
I appreciate that you explained that you had an easier time transitioning here than many of your friends did. When I think about Coach Sark and the legacy that he leaves at this institution, one of the things is Sark's voice.
Yeah.
And in the late 70s, for a black man to be called a boy or to be called someone's boy has a particular connotation. What did it mean to you to be one of Sark's boys?
Just part of the group. That didn't, while we were playing, that wasn't there. That came after, long after. I don't know who, I don't even know who came up with it, but that we had nothing to do with it. We the guys that I came with were people that at that time, which they don't get credit for, they started the Black Student Union, and we did that over in Promontory Tower. You know, that was something we did, and you know, you love more unity. Had a few townspeople in there, but they, you know, they weren't as assertive as the guys. I think all the black ball players originally transferred from college, came in from some Southern California or a California school. So, you know, they were, like I say, more diverse with it. And it was during a time, especially the guys from Oakland, where, you know, things were rolling. You know, they came here, but that had to be a tough decision for them to come here, you know, under the circumstances. But
So being one of Sark's boys meant you were part of the family, not only the football family, but the family of athletics at Weber State.
Oh yeah, and it, you know, the relationship with Coach Sark and the other coaches, it didn't stop, you know, when we were here, and I think that all come together because there was always contact, you know, and if anybody went to any reunions for the Sark boys, so-called, you can't believe the number of people that showed up to that. I mean, you know, you got, you know, I think they have, but 50, 60 guys would show up just for his thing there or something special for that. And even as it went, when Dave became the coach, I mean, the following was still there in support with the program, you know, based on that. And one of the things he did is he got a lot of those guys from back in that time to say, hey guys, we're gonna lose the program. I need help. And I don't think anybody turned them down. Just, you know, no matter where they were from, you know, you kind of, I know when a few of the kids that played here, I met some of them in California, like one of the kids that played, my brother lives in Marietta. I met one of the kids that's from Marietta, and he was at a barbershop, you know. And I was wearing a Weber State football t-shirt and visited my brother. I met him there, and next thing I know, he's playing there. Because he you know, just talked to him about the program, you know. So, yeah, it's never stopped. And you could call Sark and talk to him about anything. You know, when he left here, went to Colorado State. Still, I said I was going through one time. He said, "Hey, stop by if you're coming through in a ball game." It was just like, you know, old times.
So it's really outstanding that you had a truly student-centered experience.
Oh yeah. Oh, hey, I enjoyed it. Matter of fact, my parents even enjoyed the city so well. My mom encouraged me not to move back to California. Stay here. You got it. It's really beautiful. She liked it, you know. And my dad, you know, they felt real good. It kind of reminded me of when I grew up in San Diego. And it was really a real, you know, and it's become more diverse. You know, got a ways to go, but you know, everywhere does that. You know, so, but you know, I've established myself, you know, same residence for 45 years. So, you know.
Very good. So if I can ask you one last question.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say is the thing you remember most about being one of Sark's boys?
I don't know, just I can, and I still don't believe in a lot of the constant support that get from the guys. I mean, when I had my surgery, I can't believe all the people that knew about it. You know, supported me, and you know, when you're kind of low.
Everybody rally around you and help pick you up. That's the meaning of team, that's the meaning of family.
Oh yeah.
And I guess that's what it means to be one of Sark's boys.
Yeah, because he you know, I go through St. George, going to visit my family. I stop in there, and if you did stop in, it's like going past your dad lives here. You know, you stop in and see your dad, and it was good. It even carried over with me with the families when Dave, you know, had my son up there at Utah State. You know, treated him as part of the family. So it'll always be there.
Well, that's wonderful. Well, welcome back, Wildcat. We're glad to have you here.
Oh yeah, I ain't going nowhere.
Well,